Hey ladies, I'm on here right now to talk a little bit about mindset. I could make probably like 3 videos a week about this because I'm so passionate about this. But I saw a great example of this, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But I have seen so many girls on some of the pages online who are I think just so overwhelmed by the high demand that Senegence has been seeing over the last couple of months. And I just wanted to share something I think that would help a lot of you. And I know that when you first hear this, it's probably going to sound like, well, yeah, that's easy for someone to say, but putting that into practice isn't realistic and whatnot. So what I wanted to talk about was, I think Sadie Carter talks a lot about this too, is what you're focusing your energy on, because whatever you're focusing your energy on is going to expand. So if you are on Facebook and you're in one of the Senna Sisters groups and you're talking about how disappointed you are in this company, or if you're talking about how it's impossible to build your inventory, or it's impossible to make sales, or it's impossible to recruit people because of our high demand, then how can you see beyond all of those things that you're perceiving as to be problems, right? So you've got our products we cannot keep them in stock because people want them so badly and are willing to go wherever they can to get those products because they work, right? We all know this. But if you're sitting there and you're saying, the company is doing this on purpose, or Senegence is just really disappointing us and they're not putting out the products, and I'm about to jump ship because there's no hope here for me, and I'm not going to waste my time. So let me just share this example with you. So I'm a huge Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks fan. This morning, while it was raining outside, I had my kids with me. My husband was working today. I decided I was going to watch You've Got Mail, which is one of my favorites. And there's a scene, for those of you who have never seen it, or who have anyway. So Meg Ryan's character, her name is Kathleen Kelly, and Tom Hanks' character, his name is Joe Fox. And the opening of the movie starts, it's a morning in Manhattan, and Meg Ryan, or Kathleen Kelly, wakes up and she gets on her AOL, You've Got Mail. She's talking to this person. She doesn't know who it is, but it happens to be Joe Fox, played by Tom Hanks. And they just say some kind things towards each other, and they get the day going, and he heads out to work, she heads out to work. They actually cross paths without knowing that they had just been talking to each other minutes before. And so he goes to his big bookstore that's being built just across the street, and she goes into her bookshop that she owns, and she's opening it up, and at the front door, she meets up with one of her coworkers and friends, and this girl is clearly out of it, just like she doesn't have the same energy as Kathleen Kelly does that morning. So Kathleen Kelly is like in this really happy, content, satisfied mood where she's just like, you can see that everywhere she goes, every stop she makes along the way that morning, she's just happy and is just, she's just happy. And so this girl shows up, to work and is just like, blah, another day. And as Kathleen Kelly's unlocking the door, she she says, don't you just love New York in the fall? And her coworker kind of looks at her like, are you kidding me? Because in the street, there's a little bit of a traffic dispute going on. Well, it's pretty noisy. It's Manhattan. And there's a dispute going on between two drivers. And Kathleen Kelly doesn't even notice it. She's too happy, and her vibrational energy is too high to take in the negative thing that is happening right behind her or right around her. Her coworker notices it right away and is like the whole scene implies like, what's so great about being in New York at all any time of the year? Like, it's just another day in New York and here we go. So the point is that when you're focusing on all the things that are going right, when you're focusing on all the things that you have currently, and you're not just expressing like, oh, I'm thankful for blah, 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 I'm thankful for this. That's great. That's a great place to start. But the whole idea is to go beyond that. You want to feel like there's a feeling of gratitude that you get when you get beyond that point that is like, it's almost like overwhelming, like your heart feels like it could be bursting because you're so, I don't know the word. You're so satisfied and it's so delicious and life is just beautiful. Even when you have perceived obstacles in the way, there's always something that you can do to, to look at the better side of it, to look at how you can grow from this, how you can expand from this. So what I'm saying too is that, so we have this high demand situation on our hands right now, which, what can we control about that? We can't get in there and get to work in the facilities and start producing this stuff ourselves. Clearly we can't do that. And we don't know the day-to-days of Joni. She's working as hard as she can to help us out. But she's also human. Remember this, she's human. And so are all of the other people who are working 7 days a week for us. So just take this time to learn about the products that we do have at hand, because all of these products, like if you haven't tried them, take advantage of this time when things are a little bit, maybe they're a little bit slower for you right now. Take advantage of this time and learn what you can about these other products. Try them out for yourself. Do some videos about how to use them, because our skincare and our other products that we have are phenomenal. They're phenomenal, and women all over the place, when they try them, they're like, wow, I wish I had known about this. I wish I had been using this for longer, because their skin improves and they feel better about themselves. So learn about those products. Take this time to even like do a little bit of personal development, which is one of my favorite things to do. Like take a course about how to, declutter your life, or how to target subconscious beliefs that you hold that are bringing sometimes some negative experiences into your life, and learn how you can change them for the better so that you can create a better reality for yourself. Like do things like that, because also the better, more developed that you are, and like the better or what is it? When you know better, you do better. When you know better and do better, and that, like, you're going to attract people to you, you're going to attract situations to yourself, and you're only going to propel your business further. And this is like I always say, before I was even a part of Senegence, everything is temporary. This little bump in the road right now, it's temporary. And when things start coming back, and mind you too, I have only been doing this since February, so I don't know how it was when everything was in stock. I only know the high demand. That's all I know at this point. And I can see where this is going. Like, I can see it. I can see the success. I can see how well it's going to be doing, and it really is doing well despite all of, everything else. It's doing well without everything in stock at once. But just I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought. Just focus on what you can. Let go of what you can't control, because there's no point in complaining if you can't do anything about it. And focus on the other products. Focus on yourself. Focus on making connections that could come in handy down the road. Potential distributors. And I know some of you aren't comfortable signing people right now, and that's understandable. But at the same time, also just be upfront. Let them know about what's going on right now, that our products are in such high demand, and things. I have to say this too, being a part of this since February, things are improving. I can say that more and more colors are coming back every week, and even though they don't stay on the product page, they're still coming back, and they come back more frequently. So I think that's a good sign. It is a good sign. But, like anything in life, it's all how you look at it. It's all how you approach it. It's all how you respond versus react to it. And you want to be responding. You don't want to be reacting, because reacting, you're coming from a place where you're not really processing it. And, don't leave. Don't leave yet. This is about to get even bigger than I think anybody ever thought. And it's already bigger than anyone ever thought, but it's about to really get crazy in a good way. But, so yeah, that's all I really have to say. It makes me sad when I see girls, just giving up, or, getting really disappointed. And maybe that's because I always was the kind of person who, when things got hard, I quit. And there's nothing that is more that really does more damage than not finishing something that you start because it gets challenging. The challenges you're facing these challenges for a reason, and if you can see that, or even if you don't know what the reason is, just know that there is a reason, and everything always works out the way it's supposed to, then I think that we're all going to be just fine. So that's all I wanted to say, my little motivational talk today, because if I see one more complaint or rant, and I know that a lot of the girls are like, hey, we're just trying to let it out and express ourselves and find support, which is great. Like, you need to be heard. You need to get those things out. It is important to do that. And not that your feelings are invalid. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, get it out, but don't stay there. Like, don't unpack your suitcase there. Don't stay in that feeling of this is hopeless, because it's not the end of it. It's not. Just look at what you can do and not what you can't do, and look at what you do have and not what you don't, and start paying attention to, start really being mindful of what your thoughts are about all of this and about everything in your life in general. Just be aware of what your thoughts are, and if they feel good to you, then good. And if they make you feel uncomfortable, or they don't feel right to you, then change your thinking. just change it right around in that moment. You have complete control. So, yeah. All right. That's it. All right, guys. Have a good day.